Hello my friends, welcome to this blustery fall day here in the metal shop. Going to be some wind noise and some leaves blowing around. Can't be helped. It's been pouring rain, wind howling today, sun's been out, I've seen it all. So today we are working on the 89 Mustang and I picked up a couple new parts. So this is a Mack exhaust system for the 79 and 93 Foxbodies, and I haven't been thrilled with it. I didn't like these tips to start with. These are 2.5 inch, sorry, these are 3 inch. The exhaust is 2.5 inch, the tips go to 3 inch. These rolled tips never did it for me. I always really liked the looks of the Flowmaster, just the slash cut, non-rolled tip. And actually I used to run a Force 2 system on here. Don't know why I went away from it. I was pretty happy with the sound. If you're like me and you're into these cars, then you change your exhaust, 10 times. Seriously, a couple, 3 times before you're done and happy with it. So what I did, it was just, honestly, it was, too darn loud. I really like the Force 2. That's not the typical Flowmaster sound that you're thinking of. You're thinking of the American Thunder when you're thinking of the typical Flowmaster sound. It's really loud. So what I did was I added these Moroso spiral mufflers. They used to be black. They're a little worse for the wear. Looks like they needs to come off and be cleaned up a little bit. I added these Moroso spiral mufflers here, had them welded in line. It worked out perfectly. It took the place of this little angle tube here in the exhaust system, and to kind of like a resonator, so on. Really did the trick, made it exhaust pleasing. I've also, you guys that are faithful viewers of my channel will remember that I purchased quite a while ago a billet aluminum. I bought a Summit brand, but it came in G-Force. Actually makes them for Summit, I guess. Crossmember, transmission Crossmember. Now you're not going to be able to see it. I bought like a prothane urethane mount that honestly, it was god awful. The vibrations that were coming through the car were just terrible. Now I wanted to do the billet piece, obviously not for looks because you can't see it, but these cars, these unibody cars, are, the chassis are super flexible. Anything you can do to stiffen them up will really help. And the transmission Crossmember, not only does it hold up the transmission, but it's a solid crossmember going across the car to stiffen it. Now the stock ones come with rubber bushings up in here. Not exactly, solid. These are, it's billet aluminum, it's a solid mount. So I think I got the best of both worlds, where I've got the solid billet crossmember, and I've used a stock replacement bushing, a Ford, an OEM, the 2-piece rubber transmission bushing. So I think I ended up with the best in both worlds. You can see my G-load brace under there, over under the car, and anything you can do to get these Fox chassis to make them a little stiffer. I apologize for the camera work while I'm on the creeper. Check out those sterns. Nice. So real quick over here. So these are the tips I'm going to go with. These are replacement tips from Mack, and these are 3.5 inch slash cut, non-roll. This should be a direct replacement. This uses the stock hanger, mounts right in here with it. It's got a little Allen button head screw there, so you can slide it back and forth to get your perfect fitment. And just a stainless steel band clamp makes it, tightens it up here to the exhaust. This is just like I have on the car, only the 3.5 inch slash cut. So we're going from a 3 inch roll to a 3.5 inch slash cut. As I was saying, these aren't readily available from Mack. You're not going to find them, at Summit Racing or American Muscle or, any Mustang performance place isn't going to have these, but they are available. I called. Mack Performance was really good to deal with. Here, it's part number T8995. Those are the 2.5 to 3.5 inch replacement tips. And the guy that I dealt with, his name is Manny at Mack Performance. What he said was the reason that they're not advertised and they're not super readily available is they can't have people, calling up and ordering onesie twosie parts. You know, they'll only be sold in pairs, and you know they can't piecemeal each part of an exhaust system. But if you get in an accident and you just get clipped and you just need a tip, you know, you have to buy a pair of tips, but you don't have to buy the whole exhaust system. So cool. One thing I will mention is, you know, I talked to him on the phone. I placed the order. It was a Monday. He said I'd have it by Friday. Okay, and I'd have tracking and so on. You know, no big deal. I'm not in a big rush. The car, I'm really probably not going to drive it for the rest of the season. I may, you know, who knows. But said I'd have it by Friday. Well, Friday came and went, and the following Wednesday, I still hadn't received tracking and I hadn't received anything. So I emailed him again, and he's like, "Oh yeah, sorry, I got those sitting in my office." I'm like, "Okay, you know what gives?" He's like, "Oh, I just want to make sure, you know, you're getting the right ones and that they had the bend in them, the 30-degree bend in them." And I'm like, "Yeah, we talked about that when I ordered them. I went out and checked my exhaust. It has the 30-degree bends and so on." Anyway, long story short, my point is, it was from the day he told me that I would have them, it was exactly 2 weeks later that I actually received them. Again, it's not a big deal, and I'm not complaining, but what I'm saying is, don't tell me that I'm going to have them in 4 days, and realistically, I'm going to have them in, oh, power just went out, nice. I'm going to have, and actually it was, you know, 3 weeks from ordering them, you know, 15 business days, you know, a full 14 days from when you said. It's all about expectations. If you said, hey, it's going to be a couple weeks, you know, fine, no problem, but, you know, whatever. So anyway, I'm going to get these bolted up on the car, and I'll see you in a little bit. No power. Nice. Oh, yeah, my birthday, by the way. Happy birthday to me. Cool. All right, so we're half done. Power did just come back on. Probably was out for about 1 hour. I really like the new exhaust tip. Much better than that. It just looks stupid. It's small, and that rolled tip makes it look like, I don't know what it looks like. Some kind of Pontiac or Buick from the 60s or something. I don't know, it's terrible. This is what your Mustang should have. Nice slash cut non-rolled tip. My opinion. We are practicing good shop safety here. It's on the jack and on jack stands. And I do have a wheel chock on the front, and the car is in gear, not that that matters. So a couple performance notes. The Allen wrench for the hanger is a 5/32, and that is, where the heck is it? That is right here. Tough to see, right there. And the hanger, the clamp, that's a 7/16, and you will need an open-ended socket to get to that. Now I've oriented it like this, which probably isn't the smartest thing, because it's pointing right at the gas tank. This doesn't move, you know, it's free suspended, but you know, if you were in an accident or took a hit, it could puncture your gas tank. You could spin it up this way, so it goes straight up and down, and then you could get it with a socket. But then you're I mean, I got huge tires, they're 255s, so you run into that. So, you know, modifying Mustangs, it's all about the compromise. You know, the big tires, there's no room for the, you know, the exhaust clamp. You know, it's dominoes. It rolls like dominoes. So anyway, I'm going to get this one taken off. Just gotta loosen this clamp, loosen the button head screw there on the hanger. You know, I'd say it's easy. It's not super easy. They come off, a little wrenching back and forth. The way the exhaust comes out, it's not nice and straight, so that it slides off, you know, perfectly like this. So if you pull on your exhaust pipe, that helped quite a bit, so that you got circle going into a circle instead of a circle trying to go into an oval. I also did use Scotch-Brite and a rag just to clean the exhaust tube, you know, the over the axle tube, so it would slide on better. And I used a pair of my giant channel locks here in reverse, putting them in the new tip and spreading it it didn't need much, just a hair, but it wouldn't go on. And I did this inside the tube, and voila, it went right on. So we'll give the brief pause. Hello, George. This weather's freaking him out. I mean, it's windy out here. It'd be amazing if we don't don't lose power again. Say hello, George. Anyway, brief pause, and then we will show you the finished product. Cool. All right, so there it is. I want to give you guys a little taste, nice cold start there of the exhaust. That looks cool as shit with it smoking like that right now. Awesome. Yeah, look at the condensation pouring out of there. I'm gonna have to let this run and get up to operating temperature a little bit to blow out that condensation. It's not good for it to just leave it like this. Anyway, I want to give you guys the final product there. The exhaust went on pretty good. The passenger side fits great. Driver's side, not so much. But it's funny because the original tips kind of fit the same way. So it must be with the over axle pipe itself. Hope you got a nice taste of my surging idle. Pretty common to these cars. This one, since I have the Anderson Ford Motorsport PMS, once you just let it warm up just a hair past that surging idle, it runs really good. So anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed this video installation of the Mack 3.5-inch slash cut tailpipes. I think they're a huge visual improvement to the car. So as always, my friends, I thank you for your support. I thank you for watching. Please give me a thumbs up, click that like button, share. Please, please, please consider subscribing. I'm so close. I'm getting so close to that 1,000 subscribers. I really want to hit that mark and keep this thing going. All right, my friends, take care. Thanks again. Bye-bye.